Okay, family. So good for you, that you're here. I'm going to play a song that my mom really liked. Now, some of you may know this from back in the day, some of you may not. But this is a song that's sung by Liz Hogue. It's called Dream Lover. It was written by Ronald Isley. So if you are familiar with the Isley brothers, then you know they write good music. So I'm going to play this song and then we will get into this live stream. All right, y'all. That was a song that my mom used to love. And let me tell you something, when she passed, it took a long time before I could listen to her favorite songs without crying. So believe me, I've come a long way from those times up until now. But I just want to say a special hello to everybody. Mike Lewis, Cyanlo Logan, Nubian Warrior, My Greatness Inside of Me, 198433, Queens Forever, Jamal Bay, Yasmin Lewis. I love that name, Yasmin. I never had a daughter, but if I did, Yasmin would have been her name. Working Daily, the True Royal Family, the Queen herself, Jada T, my sister right there. Working Daily, Lady J2U, 217, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. I love you. You come to every hangout. Crystal, Mike, Asha. Let's see. I just want to Casey and Ancient Melanin, who's always here. Yeah, I did see the Jedi was back. I actually posted under his video. I'm so glad he came back. I've been thinking about him so much over the weeks. I was hoping he would make an appearance again. But I'm not surprised that the trolls got to his channel. What's new? Let's see. I don't want to leave anybody out. King Stan, Magic City Enterprises, Shelly W, Coca Chick, Stephanie Gerald. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So glad you all came. We are going to discuss some family businesses because now I know some of you had inquired about getting apps done. And I did post Antonio's email. I don't know if any of you were able to reach out to him, but if you want his email, I'm going to post my email. Just reach out to me and let me know that you're interested in getting your own app done. And I will in turn send you Antonio Rahim's email address, and then you can work everything out with him. Okay. Yeah, you know, my mom loved Aretha Franklin. She loved Minnie Riperton, and it's just a variety of different artists, you know. But I have her whole collection of albums and tapes and everything, you know. And like I said, it took me a long, long time after she passed away to even listen to this stuff. But now I listen to it. Hold on, Loretta's trying to make an appearance. Let me let her in. Come on, girl. Come on. All right. You know, it took a long time, but hey, girl, that's my girl right there. Hi, Cosmic Light. All right. So, you know, it's kind of good and refreshing, but we're going to talk a little family business. Unfortunately, you know, YouTube is just getting a little annoying, you know, and I notice, especially today, probably more than any day this week, there was a lot of trolls responding. And There are things that we should Loretta's my cat, Liz. That's my cat. Um, there are things that we need to discuss. And now, Black Spot, you can do live stream over there. And I actually want to test that out. And if that works out, then I don't know how many of you have accounts over at Black Spot or if you intend on getting one. It would be good because one thing about Black Spot, it's you won't have to worry about trolls like you do here on YouTube. Okay. So it'll be a troll-free environment and we can be open to talking about a lot more. Thank you very much, Magic City Photograph, Magic City Enterprises. Thank you so much. And we can really shoot the breeze over there and not worry about trolls. Yeah, you know what? Timothy Johns, a lot of it is YouTube employees. Definitely believe that. I really, truly do. There's been a lot of strange things going on with my account. It's weird. When I look on one device, let's say, for example, I look on one device at my views, it says one thing. Like I can come to my computer and it will say one thing. If I go to my iPhone and look at my count, it's always different. It's never the same. So it tells me right there, YouTube is definitely playing around with our views. In many cases, we probably should have a lot more views than what we're looking at. And we really are not free to say what we want because all it takes is some troll decides they don't like what you said and then they'll be flagging your channel. So we know how everything works on YouTube. Yeah, and we know who they're coming for. Cosmic Light. We already know who they're coming for. This is why now that Black Spot has a live stream, I'm going to start taking advantage of that a little more. So like I said, I'm going to try it out. I was over there looking at it and looking at the options and how it works, and it looks pretty simple, from what I'm seeing. So I would love to get over there maybe one day next week and test it out and send you the link to it. And we can just go over there and just see what it's like. We don't have to have a long live stream to test it out, but it would just be nice for us to go to a Black social media and be able to say what we want to say without some troll coming up here all uninvited. We're not even talking to them and getting all uptight. That's getting old and tiring. Well, number one, that's what Black Spot was made for, so that we could go over there and say what we want and express ourselves the way we want without trolls being around. Oh, I believe it. Shayla, Sister Shayla, she got a strike already. She's only been up for a few weeks. So, you say a couple of words, and unfortunately, these high IQ people seem to have the most fragile egos out of everybody. They think that they can't be touched or criticized, which is laughable. But that's the way it is. So, that kind of opens the door for us to talk business. We wanted to talk that before. Yes, Shayla got a strike. She actually reached out to me to let me know she got hit with a strike. Yes. Yeah, we are waking up. The thing is, we're spitting out a lot of truth. They don't want their atrocities spoken out loud. That's what's going on. you know yeah, we did some horrible things to Black people, but don't talk about that. We don't want you to talk about that. It doesn't work that way. We are not the turn the other cheek and walk away generation. That generation is damn near gone now. The generations that you're looking at now are not going to be silenced. I mean, shutting down a channel when it's so easy to make multiple channels is kind of stupid. It really is. They shut our channels down. And the thing is, do you know how easy it is to bring up more channels on YouTube? It's very simple, very easy. Yeah, but you know what? It's not sounds of EPIP. You know what? They wrote about their own atrocities. In many cases, we are just researching the information they put out there about themselves. But if we get that information and read it out loud and throw our opinions in it, they get mad. Hey, go figure. And they never have anything. It's not like you can interact with them because they all say the same thing, black, welfare, which most white people are on welfare than black, but they just say, and I just saw the same stuff, black on black crime, welfare, low IQ. They never have, seriously, they never have nothing new to say. And I am not exaggerating. you know. But ladies and gentlemen, do not respond to their post. Whatever they put out there, just ignore them like they're not there. And I will erase it. If you are a moderator, you should be able to get rid of it. In the event that you can't get rid of it, just let me know what video it's on and I'll go out there and get it. Plain and simple. But yeah, it's definitely fragility. Absolutely. Um, exactly. As long as they're mocking us, everything's fine. But when we start mocking back, oh, that's a problem. I don't pay attention to their post, just ignore their post. Obviously, the message is being very effective because they're paying attention to it. If we were the inferior beings that they claim, they pay an awful lot of attention to inferior beings, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we are not inferior at all. We are not inferior. If we were so inferior, it would be no need for them to pay attention to a bunch of people that are supposed to be so small in the country and inferior. They spend a lot of time focusing on us. That tells you right there, we're not inferior at all. We are, they just don't want us to realize our intelligence and our talent and what we are capable of doing. They want to keep you feeling bad about yourself. But see, writing black on black crime and low IQ, that doesn't make me feel bad about being black because I know none of that shit is true. And you know what? They know it's not true. It's all brainwashing to try to convince you to keep you feeling bad about your people and where you come from. But they don't realize they can't make me feel bad about shit. The only way that can happen if I believe them. And I never believed them. I didn't believe them in childhood and I don't believe them now. Okay. They're not going to convince me of all that stuff. Well, the IQ is stupid for them to keep jumping on that. That shit had to be revised over 3 times. And in order for them to pass it, they had to make the whole goddamn test about Caucasians. Now look around in this country. Do you see all Caucasians in the country? Okay, because they didn't know anything about other groups. They had to take all the information they had out of the test about other groups and just make it about all white people. Come on, give me a break. The test is junk. It's junk. And the fact that they keep bringing it up is just laughable. Their test is garbage. So don't, again, as you start seeing the trolls, just ignore them. Look around their post, um, until I can get out there and get rid of it, or the moderators can get rid of the comment, and just make sure you block them and then erase whatever they put out there. That's all you have to do. But don't respond to them. The only reason why they're coming out is because they are looking for you to overreact to what they write. Don't overreact. Don't even pay attention to it. It's not important. No, I didn't see that Sounds of EPIP. I did not see that commercial, but I'm not surprised about it. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, everything about us is spiritual. And even when you look at different Black groups in the world, on a spiritual level, we are all connected, you know? And see, dancing and singing is what connected us to the Most High. We used to always use that to spiritually connect with each other, and also connect with the Most High. It was a way of communicating. So it was much deeper than just singing and dancing. It went much, much deeper than that. And see, for them, it's just dance class and imitating whatever moves you got. That's all it is. It is no spirituality to it for them. But for us, it really is. And you know what? You ever notice that's the way we can identify our people in the world? Our way of identifying it, when we see other like Africans dancing, and they're dancing with that perfect precision and move together as one, that's our people. Right there, those are our people, you know, because nobody does dance and song the way we do. No one. This is why you can hear a Black person sing and it can drive you to tears. You ever notice that? Or the song will just make you happy and uplift you because it's all about the spirit. It's all in the spirit. Hmm. Absolutely. In fact, we're going to look at a few videos that I was viewing, and I just want you to notice as you watch these Africans dance, and these are people from Botswana, and Botswana has a big Israelite population over there. Okay, so if you're familiar with, we know that all of our people did not come over during slavery. We had people already here, and we had people in Africa. And what you know as Africa, all of that was Israel. All of it, the whole thing. And the thing is, you will see and feel in the dance and in the spirit of the people. When you feel the dancing and you feel the song, that's our people, ladies and gentlemen. That's our people, because it's not about where we are in the world. It's about in the spirit. When you hear singing, I was listening to some African music, and some of it is just so beautiful. And it's almost like, wow. And it makes me think about what would our lives have been like if we were not disrupted by this group of people that thought they did us a favor. Ladies and gentlemen, it makes me laugh every time they try to talk that, well, we did you a favor by bringing you from Africa and bring you over here. No, ladies and gentlemen, never lose sight of something. We did their ass a favor. We built this nation, okay, from the ground up, what they couldn't do, and they get to live a more comfortable life in this land than we ever have. We made their life comfortable. They got the favor. We didn't get shit. They got the favor. from us. Never lose sight of that. They done switched the game around and trying to make you believe they've done something for you. They didn't do squat for us. We did all the doing for them. They are living the life that they are in America because of us. They are living in very comfortable conditions in America because of us. We did the favor. They didn't do no favor for us, period. So don't worry about them. But let me just pull up a few videos and I'm going to share my screen with you because I really want you to see this. And I was like, these are our people, man. These are our people. Let me see if I can get that up. All right. Let's see if I can get this. I'm going to share the screen. Let's see here.
then Vita 16, elephant delay, and one of the NSS and the packet. 16. did for Malam Mama.
All right, y'all. I mean, this is incredible, but you know what? That's how you can always tell who our people are on this earth, because no one, if that is the truth, Cosmic Light, our traditional dance, they've been dancing like that, y'all, for centuries, centuries. Okay, this is not new. This is just old folk dance from the motherland. And it's the kind of dance our people were doing before they were kidnapped out of the land. And you see how they move with perfect precision. That's how you know these are our people. You listen to their, although we can't understand the language because we were ripped out of our land, even their song, you still feel the spirit in the song, although you can't understand the words. You know what I mean? And that's traditional dance, and it's far from boring. It's entertaining even to this day. When I see stuff like that, as I said, as I said before, it always makes me wonder what our lives would have been like. We would have known all of our traditional dances and our language and how to do everything. Yeah, they stay in perfect step with each other. And right, the college step shows. It's all in the spirit, Gwen B. That's what it is. That's why you look at some of the steps, they look familiar. They look familiar because it's already built into our spirits and we know what this stuff is. And I have to tell you, when I look at it, I never get tired. That video actually has about 4 parts. I watched all 4 parts and I was just blown away. And I'm like, you know what? Nobody can keep perfect precision like that. Those are our people. Those are our people. And then I was reading about Botswana has a large Israelite population there. Okay. And it's no doubt when you watch those men move, those are our men. Okay. I mean, seriously, when have you seen someone from the European countries dance like that in perfect precision? Even with their folk dance, it don't compare. It don't compare. We got robbed out of a lot, Lord Maul 3. Absolutely. And this really shows us how much we really missed being out of our natural element. Yeah, the females are real good too. There is video footage of the male and female dancing together. But yeah, these are dancers out of Botswana. And there are also some Zulu dancers, and they're equally as good. It's just unbelievable how well these people move. And it's almost like, and like I said, that's how we use dance and singing as a form of communication. It was not just, doing a few steps. It always had a message, and it was a way of communicating with each other. And it was also something that connected us with the Most High, which is beautiful. It connected us together and it connected us to the Most High. Well, I know what you're saying, Water Sniper, and I agree 100%. But the bottom line is we have to come home to our roots and who we are. We can't worry about what people say that aren't like us. That those days are over. We can get to enjoy something that we should have been looking at our whole lives and we were robbed out of. You don't know how far we would have gone and how much we would have pushed the continent of Africa along the way had we not been ripped out of there. We could have done some great things over there. Right. And it doesn't have the same spirit when you watch other people do it. Yeah, they may be able to imitate us to some degree, but the spirit is not there when you watch them dance. But when you watch our people dance, you notice how you almost spiritually connect to it immediately. But when they dance, you might be entertained by it, but you don't have a spiritual connection to their dancing at all. Right? It's an emulation. It's not the real thing. It's just emulating what they see us do. But when you watch it, it might be all right, but that spiritual connection is not there. But when you watch that traditional African dance, it's almost like it draws you in and connects you immediately because that spirit is what bonded us together. Right. That's one thing we do. We reach down in the souls of people when we sing and dance. It has so much more meaning when we do it, but when other people do it, it's just it's all right, but that spiritual connection is never there. No, Gwen B, their dance is just a knockoff. Excuse me, their dance is just a knockoff of what we do. That's all it is. Hi, B Miles. It's just a knockoff of what we do. Y'all want to see the rest? I'll finish playing it if you want to see some more dancing. All right, you know what? Let me go ahead and finish up the video because it really is good. All right, hold on. Let me get back to it. No, it's a spiritual connection. That's right, True Royal. It's spiritual. It's not something that you can easily explain. You either feel it or you don't. But I do know for certain when I watch other people dance from other cultures, that feeling is not the same. It's not the same. And when I watch their folk dancing, I don't want to get up and do their dancing. But when I watch the traditional African dance, man, I want to get up and join them. I want to get up and dance with them. But I don't feel that when I watch other groups dance. You just don't feel it. That spirit is just not there. But I'm going to go ahead and finish because this really is good. 1 second here. All right. We are great. We just roll in greatness. That's the thing. We roll in greatness. Greatness is what we do every day when we get out of our bed. Yeah, it don't have the same spirit. It's all in the spirit, Gwen B. I'm telling you, that's where it is. That's why you can listen to them sing and you don't understand one word, but you can feel the spirit in whatever they're saying. Your spirit just feels it. It is a beautiful thing, you know. And I wish, if anything, I wish I could have saw that growing up. Can you imagine what we would have been like if we were exposed to that all the time? You know, we didn't even get a chance to be exposed to that all the time. Yeah, B Miles, it's who we are. It really is. Yes. Yes. Exactly. And it really is. It's a beautiful dance. When you watch all of, and I was watching like I said, the Zulu dance. Oh my goodness. When I was watching those men dance, I was like, I cannot believe these are the kind of things we missed out on. We were robbed of, you know, building this nation for the most ungrateful people to ever exist. on the planet. And see, never believe you're not capable of doing anything. If you built this nation, you are capable of anything. And our people already prove we are way beyond capable. If you can build this nation for people that hate you, you can build a nation for yourself. We got too much talent in our group to sit around and believe we can't do things. Get out of here. We get up and work these jobs and in many cases do way better than they can do on the job, but because of the circumstances, you don't get that same kind of recognition. Believe me. Oh, absolutely. We are spiritually connected, especially when you see things like this. We know we are. No, absolutely. We know we're great people. B Miles, we know we are a great people. We don't need no validation from anyone else. We don't. Yeah, but we I think we're finding our way back to what we are, cosmic light. I really believe that. Many of us are waking up and we know this world that they are convincing us is the best thing ever is not the best thing at all, especially for us. There's no room for us to grow unless we break away from them, then we can grow. But their focus is always going to be on trying to keep who they call inferior people down. And if we were so inferior, they would not be in fear of anything that we do. The fact that they fear our rise tells you right there we're not inferior. And all we got to do is come together as one and no longer pay attention to the system or the people that's running it. Their time is up. It would be over instantly. They can only push their agenda as long as you go along with it. Once you get in your mind you're not going to go along with it, there's nothing they can do. No, no. First of all, the sun is actually revealing who the inferior ones are on this earth. Always have been showing us. You know, if your ass fry out in the sun, then you are not no superior being. Period. Period. How the hell do you live in this world and you can't adapt to the sun? I'm seriously. Then that tells me you don't belong here. The sun is been trying to get rid of you for the longest time. I mean, you fry up out in the sun and you've been on this planet for 6,000 years and you still can't figure out how not to fry in the sun, then you're not superior at all. You're kind of stupid. And you want to hear the funny part? We don't even need sunscreen, but I bet you we could probably create one that would actually work. But they, on the other hand, they can't figure out how to make one that actually works for them. We have adapted all over this earth because this entire earth is ours. Oh yeah, it's a curse. They are the ones that are cursed. When you look at those pictures of pus balls and flaming red skin or The skin cancer, they get skin cancer everywhere, their eyeballs, underneath their fingernails. I mean, every part of their body gets skin cancer, and even their tongue. They even get melanoma on their tongues. It's everywhere. So, how do you look at that and then say those are the superior beings on earth? Are you kidding me? No, they're not. You know, they have flipped this script on us. That's what they've done. They put their inferior label on us, and they took our superior label and put it on themselves. But see, it's up to us to reclaim these things back. It's up to us to reclaim everything back that was taken from us. Well, yeah, I've heard them say, "Oh, yeah, everybody should have sunscreen on, even black people. Y'all should wear." No, 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 no. My melanated ass is going to go out and enjoy every inch of that sun, and I'm not going to have nothing blocking my skin from the sun. Period. That's right. B miles, 200 a day, dying from opioids. That's right. But these are the superior beings, though, right? These are the superior beings, y'all. Right. The sunscreen is ineffective. It's not even working. They got um even their doctors say most of the sunscreen on the shelf is toxic and it doesn't even work. They got all that shit on the shelf and selling it year after year, and the shit don't even work. And not to mention, y'all, in the summer when it's really hot, they got to keep reapplying that stuff. They got to keep reapplying the sunscreen because if they start sweating, they actually sweat it off if it's hot. So they got to keep putting it on all throughout the day. They got to keep putting that shit on over and over. No, they're out of their element. They're out of their element. They should never have left those caves. That's what when you see all the skin cancer and everything and them baking out in the sun, they should never have left their natural element, and that was the cave. Right, but you saw if you ever watched that video of them in ultraviolet light, when they put the sunscreen on, it's actually like putting blackface on. They have to make themselves appear black to the sun so they don't get burnt up. That's what the sunscreen does. Yeah, but you see, the chemtrails are not working. They're still getting melanoma. They're still burning in the sun. It doesn't matter. Even putting the chemtrails up in the sky is not working. How the hell you gonna block out the sun? Come on, get rid. Look, if you can't even invent a decent sunscreen, you can't block out the sun. Don't worry about that. It's all in vain, Lord Maul. I don't care how many planes they send up in the sky with chemtrails. That sun is still baking their asses. Yeah, I saw that Morgellons disease. It looks like threads are coming out of their skin. That shit is weird. But just look up melanoma. They get melanoma in their eyeballs. They get it on their tongue. They get it on their scalp. They get it all over their bodies. And everything on them burns, including the palms of their hands and their feet. That gets burnt up too. And you know what? I wouldn't even doubt if the chemtrails is actually making the earth hotter. I would not doubt that for 1 second. Right, cosmic light outside with some lime juice and get a second-degree burn. Yeah, you're right, Duma S. The Flintstones never left their caves, didn't they? I mean, what the whole time you watched that show, they stayed in them caves, didn't they? They stayed right in their cave. No, see, the Flintstones, they were telling us who they are, right? That's what that show was doing. I mean, they're gonna always tell you who they are through the entertainment, right? And remember, they are they have rhesus monkey DNA. And what did they have? They had a group called the Monkeys, right? Black people sure didn't have no damn group called the Monkeys, but white people had a group called the Monkeys. Well, I'm sure the chemtrails are probably infecting, because it's really infecting the entire environment, but it's showing keeping them from getting burnt up. But they're still frying out there. Yeah, I can play some more. Hold on. Let me see. That was part two. Okay, let me play part three. All right, hold on, y'all. I can definitely play more. I love watching this. All right. Let's see here.
Dan proses sebabkan Insiden ucapan pembasar sabunnya logistik Indonesia. Mabatalat kalaman from the 17 Amat Brigade. Matalat kalaman 17. Kailangan kalaman 17.
Okay. All right, y'all. I know it's so mesmerizing. You could just watch it all day and all night. Yeah, they have many different dance, and there's a lot of now when I watch the Zulu dance, maybe I'll do that on the next live stream. That way we can watch something different. They did what was called a war dance, that was done by warriors, and it was beautiful. Oh, you're welcome. I know they're going to keep. Unfortunately, they're going to keep dangling the interracial couples everywhere. Just understand where that's coming from. It's coming from a group that's trying to keep themselves here, and it just simply it's not going to work. No, no, that's not. That's actually a competition that they do every year over in Botswana. Gwen B. But the Zulus do what's called a war dance, and it's beautiful. And like I said, I'm gonna save that one for the next live stream we have, and then we can watch that. Yeah, well, they keep us disconnected for a reason. If we come together, it's pretty much over. It's over for them. Yeah, yeah, because I really got to get off of this live stream soon. So definitely the next, it'll give us something to look forward to, in addition to talking about things. Now, like I said, I'm gonna see if we can do a live stream over on the Black Spot. Those of you that don't have the Black Spot, another alternative, and I just got to think about this, is we could probably do a live stream, and instead of making it a public view, we'll make it a private view. But, and then I can send the link to, the people that I want here. That's another option. And again, those of you that have, you're interested in doing, an app on Android or Apple, reach out to me. Use my email address that you see in all my videos, and I will give you Antonio's email address. And that way you can get in touch with him and tell him exactly what you want. Oh no, they Ron J 101, they've been playing around with the dates all the way back. Um yeah, all the way back. You can even look in the book of Maccabees in the Bible, and they were playing around with the date even back then. Believe me, this earth is way older than that date, but it's just their attempt in trying to buy time. They think if they roll the date back, that this is going to buy them more time, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I mean, the Most High said 400 years, not a second more. Not a second more. So when we're rolling down on that, it's nothing they can do to stop it. They were never promised rulership over this earth forever. Their rulership is temporary. It's nothing they can do to stop it. Well, yeah, I mean, America's going to fall the exact same way it rose. It's going to fall in violence. It's going to fall in straight up blood shed out in the streets. And that's the way it started. And that's exactly the way it's going to end. Yeah, Kushite Nimrod, actually, he named himself after the continent. Mm. Yeah, yeah. If you can create one, if not, then like I said, I could probably do a private live stream if I have to resort to using um, YouTube. I don't know, but I want us to be able to talk without any troll interruption. That's the thing. Yes, this is what it's coming down to. We need to be able to have conversations, talk about whatever we want, and not worry about being trolled. And that's why I'm bringing up Black Spot, because that's one option. The live stream over there does work. Yeah, well, oh, you got to look for I got a video coming out tomorrow. The people on Patreon, they already see this video. I posted it over there. And Paul Ryan, the speaker, the House Speaker, said Americans need to have more babies. This is his words. So believe me, that's a sign. He knows his people are not having babies. And he said they got to start having babies. And I did a video on that you will see tomorrow. So they're fully aware of their condition, and Like I said, hey, when the Most High makes you barren, there's no coming back from that. Yeah, well, of course he did. Gwen B. He used the word American. We know what they mean. We know what they mean. The only time black people become Americans is when it's time to die. When it's time for us to war or killing or dying, then all of a sudden we become Americans. Yeah, hopefully, everything will work out. I'm already halfway through my fundraiser for the black spot. So I just need to get the second half of the money and then I can present it to Daryl. That's all I'm waiting for. So it'd be nice. I'm awaiting the day that I can give him the funding for that'll go towards the black spot. That's okay. I don't care what they label me as. Just leave my ass alone. That's all I'm saying. I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about their labels. I think we can't be concerned about labels of people that are not like us. I mean, their labels are really meaningless. It means nothing. Yeah, but you know what? Our grandparents did the same thing during the crack epidemic. They're really not doing anything that our community didn't do. Yeah, I love the black spot too. I see the great potential in what it can be, and he's trying to get Black Spot TV up where we can, um, make our videos and stuff and we can say what we want on that media and he's going to have it monetized. And Dario's trying to make it so that you will make even more money than YouTube will give us. It's supposed to be even more money, which is a beautiful thing, you know. So it's just a matter of us getting there, and hopefully we'll get there soon. But the fundraiser is still on, and I'm still trying to, get the money where it reaches $1,000 or more, and I can present it to them. And by the way, thank you. I am up to 90 Patreons. And I'm up to 90. So, I want to thank all of you that are patrons. I'm still trying to get myself up to 150, but I have 90 and I'm grateful to have 90. Yeah, I've heard of Black Junction. Black Junction is another Black social media that's out there. And in fact, I've joined Black Junction as well. Well, they're going to keep struggling, August Dream. Their time is up. There's a reason why they're not producing. Their time is, they were given their 6,000 years, and that's damn near over. So there is no more time for them. That was the deal. They got to rule for 6,000 years. We are at the very, very end of that 6,000 years. And you know they're not going to go out without a fight, but it don't matter. The Most High gave them their set amount of time. They're not getting a second more. You know, they're scared about North Korea. You know why? Because they know how unprepared their army is over here in America. Their army is spread out all over the world. If somebody bombed America, they would have to get their military back into the country. That's the thing. They, you know, America got 1 million people, but they're spread all over the world. So if America comes under attack, they're not going to have all those people here to fight. And that's a huge problem. And then now you're hearing about the military is not even ready, not war ready at all. Yeah, I love watching the Africans. I'm going to probably put my headphones on when I get done with this and watch some more of that dancing. It was such a great thing to watch. They're not going to they're not going to do that. It's just not in their spirit to do that, Gwen B. It's not going to happen. It's going to be less than 1% showing any type of kindness. The rest of them is forget it. They're just not going to do it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way, Kathy. Kathy, I know so many people, even that were in the military, they were like, "My kids ain't going in there." Their next war, they won't. My kids ain't going. I hear that from many people, even former military people that are retired. They're like, "My grandkids ain't going. My kids ain't going." You know. Yeah, they're going to have to reinstate the draft because if the military is not war ready, they're going to be just stacking bodies in there. But see, that's the same mistake they made during Vietnam. If you remember, they were just grabbing anything that had a pulse and threw them in the military, and then ultimately they lost Vietnam War. And you can see they haven't learned a lesson at all. And they're going to ultimately do the same thing when the next war breaks out. They're going to just grab anything that got a pulse. They don't care if they're trained or not, and they're going to lose. You know, they're not preparing because they're arrogant. It's their arrogance getting the best of them. Yeah, I mean, the black banks is definitely don't rule that out. If you can get your money over to a black bank, definitely do it. Well, Trump is going to be Trump. I mean, you're never going to see, you're seeing as good as it's going to get with Trump. You're never going to see any better. This man is not capable of doing any better than what you're looking at. Hi, Kira. Oh, something is going to happen. You know, you got Trump out here running his mouth and talking all kinds of shit to North Korea, and they're doing things also to Iran. And you know, in the Bible it even prophesies about the Persians fighting Babylon. So all these wars are going to have to come, wars and rumors of wars. We know what's coming. Do you know that's the one thing all the other armies and the people in the world laughing about the US transgender army? That in itself is an abomination. Exactly, Gwen B. They want to have all of the preferential treatment and all the goodies. So let them put their lives on the line. Let them be the first, since they like all the perks, they can have the perk of being on the front line. Yeah, well, Omarosa is going to be Omarosa. But one thing, Black people, we got to stay on code with dealing with people like Omarosa. So when she's running right now to put a book out, don't even look in the direction of her book. Let her know we're not interested in anything she's got to say. We don't want to hear it. And we're certainly not going to buy or read it. It made me laugh when I watched her interview and I posted it, and she's talking about my community. I'm trying to figure out who her community is because she done shitted on the Black community. Who the hell is her community? That's all I want to know. Who is her community? Omarosa has not supported the Black community. I don't think I've ever seen her support the Black community, ever. You remember she was on The View talking about people were going to bow down to Trump. Well, maybe that's right. Maybe you're right, J9. Yeah, because I don't know who her community is. I'm trying to figure that one out. You're right, Leonard. That is her community. No, Meghan Merkel is definitely a white girl. Listen to the way she talks. I watched that interview, and no, that's a white girl, y'all. That's a white girl. I listened to her. Oh, I, I was. Oh, and he proposed. Oh, I was screaming, yes. Oh. I said, that's a white girl, y'all. So, you can forget about Meghan Merkel. That's a white girl. No, that's what must be what she meant, because I was I was at a loss when she was talking about my community. I was like, who is Omarosa talking about? Who's her community? Yeah, she is full Becky. You got that right. And like I said, if you want to know what she is, when she opens her mouth to speak, just listen to the way she sounds. If you were blindfolded, you would think that it was a white girl sitting in front of you talking. Yeah, Meghan Merkel is definitely a white girl. Okay. No, I think the shocking part for Omarosa, she really felt like she was an ally with Trump. Okay. And Trump just showed her she is expendable as anyone else. So unfortunately, sometimes people like her don't learn a lesson at all. They'll just keep going out there to get kicked over and over and over by the same people. And she'll, unfortunately, this is just who she is. It's ingrained. Yeah, that's what I want to know, Kathy. Kathy, who is her community? I just want to know. All right, y'all. It was a pleasure getting together as usual. We'll definitely do this again sometime next week. And like I said, I just need to figure out how we can come together and do some serious business talk and see if we can push things forward with getting the apps created and make things happen for ourselves and be self-sufficient in the way we want to be self-sufficient. And we make our money and not rely on this very weak and fragile system at all. All right. And on that note, shalom, family. Shalom.